Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen and today I am here with you to show you a Ulta and Sephora and The Ordinary haul. So let's just get into it. So the first stuff that I will show you is from Ulta. I had a 20% off coupon, so I wanted to make good use of that. So I picked up a couple of things to refresh my supply of and then a couple of fun things just to try. So the first thing that I got was to refresh my supply. I have used this. I've used about one full one of these and a couple travel size ones. I find this is really good to help control my acne breakouts and keep my skin not oily throughout the day. So I really enjoy this, and I noticed that when I'm not using it, I do have more blemishes and breakouts. So I credit my currently decent skin to this and one other product from The Ordinary that I'll show you in just a minute. So this is highly recommended. I know that Ulta during the 21 Days of Beauty is actually going to have these 50% off. I think it's September 12th, so I'm going to be sure to pick up at least one or two more while they are at that awesome price. So definitely recommend this and look out for it in the 21 Days of Beauty. The next thing that I got is this shampoo and conditioner. I love this OGX coconut milk shampoo and conditioner, and I kind of wasn't keeping it around for a little while because it is a little bit pricey, and we had some products from a friend basically of my husband's, so we've tried to work our way through that. But the 20% off coupon was able to stack with sale items, and these were buy two get one free, so I wound up getting 6 bottles for the price of 4, and then the 20% off really helped out. So I think I got all 6 for like 30 bucks, which is pretty decent considering they're usually $7 or $8 a pop. I did get the smaller ones because it was the smaller ones that were the 2 for buy two get one free, and that wound up being cheaper than buying even multiples of the larger ones. So got my OGX coconut milk shampoo and conditioner. Then whenever I go to Ulta.com or Sephora.com, I always look at the sale pages pretty much as the first thing. So I saw this eyeshadow. It is a BRONX Colors Super Single Eyeshadow in black. I think the shade is SS12 or SS12, and it just looks so black in the pan, or black in the picture on Ulta.com. So I wanted to try it. However, I've been a little bit disappointed with the swatches, but that doesn't mean it won't build up nicely on the eye. So I have not used it on my eyes yet. I don't want to mislead anybody there, but it's not quite as black as I thought it was going to be. So I haven't been brave enough, and every time I've done my eyes recently, I've been using the Anastasia Subculture palette, and I didn't want to incorporate any eyeshadows that were not from that palette because I wanted to see exactly how that palette performed. So anyway, this black, it might very well be super buildable. I've got it mostly just for use on the outer corner. I like to do something pretty dramatic in the outer corner, so I thought this could be good. It was like $2.75 or something, and then the 20% off stacked on top, so I figured I couldn't go wrong for like $2. So I did just mention the Anastasia Subculture palette, so I will go ahead and talk about that. Here it is, the palette that launched 1,000 videos. Long story short, as of doing my makeup today, I'm on the fence about this. The first 3 times I did my makeup, I was 100% sure this was going back. Out of the 4 times that I've done my makeup with this, today is the only look that I have actually enjoyed, and this is what it looks like. I think it came out pretty decent. This palette does not blend for shit. Just gonna tell you, I think that's the first time I've ever cursed on my channel, but it is for this palette. So I used Untamed all over the lid. I used All Star in the crease. I put Adorn on the inner half of the lid. And then I blended out All Star on top of the crease with a little bit of Roxy. So I do like the way Roxy blends. Don't like the way any of the other ones blend. At this point, I have used every eyeshadow in this palette except for Fudge, actually. That's the one that I haven't used. I have used it before in another Anastasia palette that I did have, but I think I actually lost the Couture, Shadow Couture palette. I love that. I have no idea where it is. But anyway, so this palette, the first 3 times I used it, swore it was going to go back. This eye look has kind of persuaded me. Maybe I do want to keep it because I really do love these colors. They're super unique. You really can't get these anywhere else, but I have 2 more weeks to decide whether I want to keep it or return it for like the 30-day return policy. So I'm going to sit on it. I also don't know where the brush is, but I think they would probably take it back anyway. But yeah, so I'm just going to hold on to this. I will update as to whether I do wind up returning it or not. It is really tempting to get my money back. But I mean, I bought this palette for a reason, and that is I thought I would love these colors, and they are beautiful. So maybe it's just me, and as much as that sucks to say, like, I'm gonna figure out how to use this eyeshadow palette, I feel like I'm pretty decent with eyeshadow. Not a professional, don't know everything, but I can get a decent look out of every palette that I have that I feel comfortable with pretty much right away. This one definitely takes some playing, and I just have to decide whether I'm willing to play with it or not. So those are my thoughts on the Subculture palette. Not sure whether keeping or returning. Oh, last thing, the shimmers in here. These, Adorn, Electric, and Cube. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Can I say it enough? They actually, when you put them on over the shadow, they kind of maybe disguise some of those transition lines where you can't get the shadows to blend together. So they actually help with the blending and make your look smoother. So I do appreciate them for that. They are they're essentially transformer shades, like a kitschier company would call them transformer shades. I appreciate that Anastasia did not do that. I think it's kind of like a gimmicky thing, but that is kind of what they are. That would describe them pretty well. So Cube, Electric, and Adorn, love all three of them. Really, really beautiful. Okay, those are my thoughts on the Subculture palette. Okay, so the last thing that I got from Ulta is this kit, the NARS Narcissist Velvet Lip Glide Set, and this formula is completely new to me. I'd never tried any of the velvet lip glides from NARS before. They are really beautiful. I definitely recommend this formula. I actually did a whole video of swatches and kind of reviews / first impressions that's already up on my channel, and I will link it up above here, but I would definitely check this out. This kit is 45 bucks. For 6 sample sizes. I love one so much, it's already in my desk drawer at work, but they are all beautiful. They all wear really nicely. They don't feather outside of the lines. Really, really nice. I would definitely consider getting this if you're thinking about trying a new lip formula. I really like them. You get a nice range of colors here, and considering that one full size is 26 bucks, which is crazy expensive, you're getting to try 6 small ones that I'm never going to go through anyway for 45, and I think that's a pretty decent deal. You're getting basically 6 colors for the price of, less than the price of 2 full-size ones. So unless you know you really love a certain color, I would just go for this and work your way through it, which is kind of what I'm going to be doing. So really love these NARS Velvet Lip Glides. And that's it for everything from Ulta. So let's move on to Sephora. So Sephora has been having weekly wows, which are items that go on sale on Thursday of every week. I think they're about 50% off, or they are 50% off. And I happened to be in my Sephora inside JCPenney last Friday, so I always check the sale rack and see, you know, what deals there are in the store. And the girl was telling me, reminded me that the Benefit brow kits were on sale. So I picked one up. I picked up this one, the Soft and Natural Brow Kit. This comes in, actually, well, my shade is shade 6, and so it comes with a brow gel, your goof-proof brow pencil, high brow, and this little stencil thing, which is kind of neat. I'll show you really quickly how it works. You take this little holder, you stick the stencil inside of the holder, and you line up the stencil with the front of your brow, lay it down, use the goof-proof brow pencil throughout your brows, and then you can switch it around, put it on the other side, and do the same thing. You have the stencil there, fill in the brows with the brow pencil, use a spoolie, then the high brow, and it really comes out looking really nice. I actually didn't use it today, so if you're judging my brows because I didn't do what I should have done. But I really do like this little set. Like I said, it was 50% off. It was originally 34 bucks. I got it for $17.50, which I think is awesome for 3 full-size brow products. For some, 34 might even be a pretty good deal for 3 full-size brow products, but I don't do my brows every day. I pretty much kind of just do them for videos. I really don't wear a lot of makeup on a daily basis. But for $17.50, I was willing to invest in something that would help my brows look a little bit nicer to come see you good people. So I like the products in here. I think my brows turn out pretty nicely with them. I'm still kind of getting the hang of it because I've been so used to using the Benefit Gimme Brow for so long that automatically gives you a very soft kind of looking brow. And especially since I do have such full brows, I feel like I don't need a whole lot of product. So I'm still adjusting to the brow pencil in here, but overall I think this is a pretty good value. And it comes in this cute little kit. You keep it all organized. You can certainly take everything out of here, but I've been keeping it in here because I just know I look for my little pink case and it's really easy to find. So the last brand that I bought anything from is called The Ordinary. It's by the, I guess, mother brand, Deciem, and they have a couple products that I have tried before, and one of those particular products I really loved, used all the way up, and so I needed to get a refill of. So as I was getting that refill, I also wanted to add some other products to the repertoire of what I was going to be trying, so let me go ahead and show you those. So the first thing that I will go ahead and say about Deciem is that I had read somewhere that you could contact their customer service and they would email you with a regimen for how to use the products that you had ordered. So I kind of ordered things that look interesting to me rather than ordering things that looked specifically like things that I needed to use for my skin concerns, just because I wanted to try a little bit of everything. So I emailed Deciem and I said, hey, I have these products, please tell me how to use them. And they emailed me back and gave me a whole explanation of a morning routine and then 3 nightly routines that I could change out considering the products that I own from them already. So in the morning, I'm supposed to wash or cleanse, which I will use my Peter Thomas Roth for that. And then use salicylic acid, matrixyl, and niacinamide. And then they even tell me they don't sell it, but use some sort of primer or sun care or sunscreen. And actually, they do sell a primer because I have one. So you can use the sunscreen and then primer or whatever works for you. I'll talk to you about the primer in a second. And then it gives me, like I said, these interchanging PM routines. Tell me to wash, cleanse, then use my advanced retinoid, then use matrixyl. Yeah, I mean, it's like 2 solid pages of instructions. So anyway, this was super, super nice. This was Jasmine R at Deciem sent this to me. So thank you, Jasmine. But yeah, so if you're ever unsure about what to do, just ask, and they have a great customer service. They got this back to me within 24 hours or so. So super nice that they know what they're doing over there. So the items that I picked up this time, the first one that I was refilling is the Advanced Retinoid 2%, which looks like this. That's what the container looks like. And it says on here that this visibly targets textural irregularities and signs of age. So I'm 28. I think it's never too soon to start fighting signs of age. And I do also have a lot of blemishes and just general skin concerns and irregularities, like it says. So I thought this would be really good. And in fact, it has been helping so much. Like I said, this is my refill bottle of it. So I do see that it's working. I feel like my skin looks so much better, so much clearer, less acne, fewer blemishes when I am using this. So I really, really enjoy the Advanced Retinoid 2%. And I'll put prices down below on the screen because I don't know off the top of my head, but really highly recommend the retinoid. Then the other 3 things that I got are kind of just random. They just looked interesting, or I've heard about them, not specifically for my skin concerns, but just in general on YouTube. So I thought, hey, I'll try them. They're like $5 a piece. Why not? So the first one is the niacinamide 10% with 1% zinc. And I like that the bottles are so plain. Like, I'm glad they're not spending money on packaging. I always think it's so silly to get this like super nice bottle that I'm just gonna use for a couple months and then throw away. Like, why not just have one like this? It's perfect. So yeah, this says that it regulates sebum and minimizes pores. And so, I mean, I have pores, everybody has pores, not super big concern for me, but I did want to give it a try. Like I said, I had heard about it, so I don't know that I've used it enough to see a difference. Honestly, I knew what I was doing with the Advanced Retinoid, so I've definitely been using that in my routine, but I really wasn't sure what to do with this until I heard back from Deciem, so I haven't been using it very much. But I've heard really good things about it. People seem to be enjoying it. I think Wayne Goss has talked about it, so I'm not just trying to blow smoke here. The next thing is matrixyl, and this is another one that I've heard a lot about. This says that it visibly targets fine lines and wrinkles, which again, not super concerned about right now, but I think it's never too early to start prepping, and this bottle looks exactly like the last one. Pretty standard, pretty plain, just says matrixyl 10% plus hyaluronic acid on the front. So again, haven't really used this one enough to actually give a review and say matrixyl is working for me, but I've heard good things, so I wanted to give it a try. Then the last item that I got is this high-adherence silicone primer, which I did use today, and honestly, I'm not super impressed with it. I don't think it did anything super special. Granted, I did do this makeup about an hour, probably about an hour ago. It is like 12 o'clock at night right now. Yes, I put on a full face just to film this video at 11 o'clock at night. I was gonna try to go without lashes, and I looked at myself in the camera and I was like, no, you need lashes, Kristen. So I made sure I whipped on some lashes for you guys. I hope you enjoy them. But yeah, so it's only been an hour that I've had my makeup on. I don't know what this is doing for me. I don't feel like it specifically filled any pores. It seems a little bit too thin to actually do any pore filling, and it doesn't look like it did any pore filling, but it might be really good at keeping my makeup on all day, so I will have to wear it for longer and let you guys know. The idea for buying this was hoping that I could just slather it on in the mornings, like before work, before going to school, and it would be a nice kind of like a blemish cover or blur. I don't think it did that though, so I'll keep using it. I'll probably use it up, but I'm not sure exactly what it's doing for me. I'm not immediately blown away by this stuff. This is what it looks like. It feels a little bit tacky at first, and then as it blends in, it kind of gets less and less tacky. I don't know that, like I said, you can really see any difference between the spot that has it on and the spot that doesn't. I mean, it looks shinier, but not really any more full or plump or filled in or anything. So I don't know, but again, it was pretty cheap, so I'm not gonna complain. But I will use it up and see if I see any difference as I use it. But that is it, guys. We went all the way through all my Ulta stuff, the brow products, and now the ordinary stuff, and I'm out of money. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.